So what if I told you all of your video editing aspirations, all your jobs of wanting to be a full-time video editor is going to be soon be replaced by robots? Robots will replace video editors. That's just the sad truth. And what can you do about it? There's not much. So with the future of content creation, now all and everywhere video creation for video specific contents like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook video, Facebook Reels, video content is much more abundant now than it used to be. Which that means is, one, there is an overabundance of people who aspire to be video editors, but can also start video editing. The next is there's going to be more demand for that, as well as cost. Can you actually make a living doing a full-time video editor? Well, let's go into the reasons why you will be replaced by robots. So I was talking to an agency owner in terms of his own team. He had one video editor. This one video editor was overwhelmed with the amount of work that he had, and he couldn't meet the deadlines. So he had his other coworkers help him out with the video content. But guess what they used? They used CapCut. CapCut, I am not sponsored. It is a software video editing program simply used for your phone, where any layperson who doesn't know the aspects of video editing can simply use this app, and they can play a lot of transitions, and they can almost edit, if you didn't know, through an app, and you would be like, wow, that's a really good edit. That was all done from AI. So that's something for you to be aware of, to know that there are certain trends and apps that, hey, it is very user-friendly. What is happening to what graphic designers and Canva did, apps like CapCut will do what entry-level video editors are doing. So that is something to be aware of, and that's the future of video editing. The next example of how AI will take over video editors is you have something with the resurgence of ChatGPT. AI-powered search queries, which put together any sort of written copywriting format, so you can even write code, put together charts, and it almost extinguishes copywriters. And I actually did a very cool experiment where I made a video about the Nikon Z30 versus the GoPro. And that entire script was written by ChatGPT. No one seemed to notice. So I just spent pretty much 1 second of my time, 5 seconds, typed in, hey, ChatGPT, write me a YouTube script about the GoPro and the Nikon Z30. Bam, there you go. You have your entire script written by robots. From that script, it saved me as a content creator time and efficiency, where all I needed to do was read the main points, and I did not have to write any of this whatsoever. The next proof of how robots are replacing video editors is even within its own editing programs, you have AI-powered capabilities. Back in the day when I was editing for clients and influencers, I had to manually caption everything. Now within Premiere Pro, you have things like the text-to-speech function where you can create your own captions within the program. This literally saves time, and it just destroyed websites like rev.com, where before I would need to, insert a .srt file, and then that would create the captions in the video, and I'd burn that in. Now, everything text-to-speech. I have a video on that in the link description below. Check that out, how you create all of your fanciest captions that you want, even custom ones for your short form content. Super simple, super easy. Okay, Peter, I still want to be a video editor. Will video editing still be a job or career in the future? Yes, do not be afraid. What is essentially happening in the video market online now is entry-level videoing, where you're just looking at basic cuts, is going to be eradicated by robots. But what that means for you as aspiring video editor and content creator is you can start thinking higher level. Robots cannot tell stories yet. Robots cannot have pacing and understanding timing. Having that creative brain is like, what can your brain do that a robot cannot do yet? Things like, hey, if I were to understand pacing, have jokes, humor here and there within a video edit, robots can't do that. What AI is doing is it's taking away the nominal, very entry level skills, basic cutting, editing, putting together scripts, where it frees up your time so you can do more things like ideation, coming up with more insightful ideas. And of course, you need to figure out what is it that you want to do. If you just want to be a video editor, it is so broad. Anyone out there, there's someone in the world right now, across the country, don't even talk about robots. We're talking about outsourcing, is willing to take a $10 edit, right? And make 10 bucks from your work that you would normally charge $100. That's something to consider as well. But that does not mean that there is no money in content and video editing creation. Yes, there's more of abundance in user generated content, UGC, but you need to understand that you can still make a lot of money. I know people who just do weddings and you can charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 where all they do is weddings. I know other people that all they do is real estate, right? Real estate content. I know myself where all I focused on for the longest time was YouTube content. And the more you niche down, the more specialized you are, the more money you can make within that industry. You don't want to be the jack of all trades, you want to be the master of one. If you want to get serious about content creation and becoming a full-time video editor or getting your first client, I have a full-fledged course, link in the description below, that will help you, and I'll show you how you properly pitch, get, and finally make your first dollar bill from video editing. Because on this channel, I get the occasional random spam email or DM, and it's like, hey, I can make YouTube shorts for you for $2,000 a month, or I can write your newsletter. I get a lot of pitches, right? But they don't really work. What does work is if you enroll in my course, I will show you what works. My name is Peter. Robots are taking over the world, but in a good way. But you guys let me know, what are your thoughts when it comes down to AI? Is that a threat to video editors? And your overall thoughts of the creative industry when it comes to video content. Anyways, my name is Peter. You're watching Broke Visionary Collective, where we all serve nothing, but you can always create something. Cheers, guys.